Hey there, Coastal Bend. It's meteorologist Carly Smith. We've got a big cold front on the way. Are you ready? The cold front is going to move through tonight or even this evening, depending on where you live. There will be little rain with the cold front, but we will see some drizzle with an overrunning pattern. It will be windy and cold tomorrow. We'll find out how cold coming up. Hey y'all, it's meteorologist Carly Smith. We are back live. It is 10:07 a.m. on this Wednesday, and it is turning cold. Make sure to share this with your friends and family. Let them know, especially for kids headed to the bus stop. As you're headed to work tomorrow morning, it's going to be much colder. Today, we were around 70, 71 degrees as you were headed out the door this morning. Tomorrow, we're going to be in the upper 40s and the low 50s. So I hope you are ready for how cold it's going to be. There's also a wind chill that we've got to talk about. So we've got a lot of graphics to unpack. And so let's talk about it. 83 degrees your high today. It will be rather warm. We're talking 90 possible for Falfurrias. So it is going to be a cold one, or a warm one this afternoon, a cold one tomorrow. 47 degrees heading into Thursday morning. There will likely be some light rain, drizzle, kind of misty conditions setting up. That may continue, linger into your Friday as well. So temperatures in the 40s Thursday morning, Friday morning. We're in the 50s and 60s Thursday and Friday afternoon. Much colder there. So this is a complicated forecast because this stationary front has just kind of been hovering. San Antonio's temperatures and Houston very dependent on if the front is north or south. That's kind of us too, especially there toward Beeville. We've got a stationary boundary or a dry line also that is set up that's keeping a lot of the moisture closer to the Gulf of Mexico versus inland. And so those inland temperatures are cooler than the Gulf right now, coastal communities, that's going to flip-flop. So that dry line is going to continue to inch closer to the coast, and that's why Falfurrias, as the front is shifting south, Falfurrias, your temperatures are going to boost into this afternoon. Dew points, let's talk about it. So you see where the dew point is 59 Laredo, 71 Corpus Christi. That's the dry line. We also have the cold front, which is separating dew points from the 50s and the 40s for areas to our north. So yeah, the dry line is separating extra humid and then kind of humid air right now. And then our cold front is separating kind of humid air from the drier, colder air. We are looking at high temperatures this afternoon, like I mentioned, nearing 90 for Falfurrias and Hebbronville, even Benavides, Alice, Kingsville, because of that dry line. George West, Beeville, you'll be lucky to get in the 70s, pending the timing of this cold front, right? So once the cold front blows through, look at what happens to our temperatures. Those temperatures plummet. We're talking 40s for your lows headed out the door tomorrow. 41, the wind chill. I want to be surprised if we have some wind chills down in the 30s tomorrow morning also. So have the winter gear back out and ready to use because we're talking feels like temperatures around 37 degrees for Refugio, Mathis, possibly even colder for Beeville and George West. I hope you're ready. Here's a look at our stationary front. It starts to slide south as a cold front. Finally, around 5 to 9 p.m. through Corpus Christi. So that's going to slide on south. 6 to 10 p.m. we are going to see the front passing through our southern counties. And so I put stationary front kind of hangs out there, George West Bevo, because it might kind of slide south, slide north, slide south, and then it finally pushes all the way south. Rain today, drizzle Thursday, much colder tonight, and we've got north-northeast winds gusting around 35 miles per hour tonight as well. 7 p.m. temperatures falling into the 60s, and we are going to see 40s on the board again for 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. So big changes in the forecast compared to we were 70 this morning. We're talking 40s tomorrow morning. So that's going to be potentially at least a 20-degree temperature difference between this morning and tomorrow morning. Wind gusts are going to be strong overnight, so this is not a calm night ahead of us. We're going to have gusty winds tonight, and we are going to see those winds knocking our wind chill down. So by 6 a.m. tomorrow morning in Corpus Christi, our wind chill is going to be around 43 degrees. Here is a look at the current radar. There is a chance for a little spotty shower sprinkle here or there, but most of that action is going to stay to our north. These are our temperatures right now. So you see Beeville and Mathis a little cooler, as well as Freer Benavides. It's because they're a little drier right this minute, but where we have the southerly wind, they also have some northwesterly winds. This afternoon, those areas are going to see the cloud coverage clear out faster. So that's why I think you're going to get warmer than anticipated. It's really kind of a flip-flop mixed bag of things happening. And it's a fascinating forecast, but boy, is it tricky to forecast. Visibility, we do have low visibility up toward Beeville. The rest of us, we're in great shape. We've cleared that out. This is the current condition right now in Corpus Christi on this Wednesday, 75 degrees. We are going to warm temperatures again into the 80s this afternoon. Here is what I was looking for. We're warm and humid today, but that cold front is sliding south. As the cold front slides south, watch, this is this afternoon around noon. Then it pushes south throughout the evening. Overnight, we have to watch out for that overrunning pattern to take place. So it's going to be a close call whether or not we stay clear, like some of those areas to our north, or we see the clouds. The valley is definitely going to have the overrunning pattern in place. And so temperatures may vary a little bit tomorrow depending on how much cloud coverage we see sticking around. But it does look like we see pretty humid conditions, at least in the upper levels. Meanwhile, at the surface, we're colder and we're much drier. And so that's allowing the clouds to build up and over. Now, as this front has kind of hung out in San Antonio, it has kept Lubbock, Dallas, these places pretty cloudy. So I'm leaning more toward us staying cloudy tomorrow and colder tomorrow. All model data at this point in time is indicating that Friday is pretty cloudy also. So those temperatures may actually be trending a little cooler. It will be warmer Saturday, but again, that forecast is going to be dependent on how much our clouds do break into Saturday afternoon, which this model is having them break pretty nicely. So we will likely be near 80 degrees Saturday, then the colder, drier air moves in. So that will bring sunshine for our Sunday. So here's the temperature pulse. I see a warm front lifting north Friday into Saturday morning. So that's going to have our temperatures possibly warming a little overnight into Saturday morning. That 60 maybe closer to midnight. Also, would like to point out the high does not change very much between the high and the low there Friday into Saturday. Similar story for tonight into Thursday and Friday. If we stay cloudy, our temperatures are not going to fluctuate much. We're going to keep them pretty steady. Once we see the sunshine, you see that there Sunday and Monday, we get a bigger difference between our high and our low temperature because we're drier and we're clear skies is colder at night, clear skies is warmer during the day. I don't know where the 7-day forecast is, so let's see if I can hit this magic button and hopefully it comes up. There we go. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to look through your questions, but the biggest thing I wanted you to be aware of in this update is you've got to bundle up because it's going to be cold tomorrow. We're going to be in the 40s and 50s much of the day. It will be windy also, and so I hope you're ready for it. That's going to do it for this live update. I'm meteorologist Carly Smith. Norma, I will go to the beach any day, but Sunday it will be windy. Monday may wind up being one of the better beach days, but regardless, if you want to go to the beach, go to the beach. You just have to be prepared for some maybe not the best conditions. Signing off now.